Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for a moment of silence for the men and women in our military that fight for our freedom every day. Also, for the victims and their families in this week's Orlando shootings, mass shootings, and on behalf of and the memory of Mr. James Patton, who served as a councilman at large here in our township. He passed away last week, so if we can keep everyone in our moment of silence, we would appreciate that. Please be seated.
Notice requirements of the Open Public Meeting Law have been satisfied concerning this meeting. The Home News Tribune and the Star Ledger published a notice on December 18, 2015. It's also posted on the Municipal Bulletin Board, and it should be so noted in the minutes of this meeting. Councilman Anderson, Councilwoman De Jesus.
Here.
Councilman Ficarra.
Here.
Councilman Major.
Here.
Councilwoman Meehan.
Here.
Councilman Small. Here. Councilman Spiller.
Here.
Vice President Delina.
Here.
And President Drug.
Here.
Could I get a motion that the regular meeting and work session meeting minutes of May 24th be approved?
Make a motion.
Second. Any comments or questions from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. We have a number of second reading ordinances this evening, starting with letter A, which is a bond ordinance to authorize the acquisition of various properties for municipal purposes in the amount of $1,950,000. Can I get a motion that this ordinance be taken up on second and third reading and the public hearing be open?
Make a motion.
Second. Motion properly second. Any comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. The public hearing is now open on letter A only. Seeing no comment from the public, can I get a motion that the public hearing be closed, the ordinance be adopted and submitted to the mayor for approval as required by law?
Make a motion.
Second. Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Letter B is an amendment to Chapter 7, which is our traffic enforcement ordinances. It's regarding vehicles with certain weights excluded from certain streets, in particular Main and Green Street here in Woodbridge proper. I get a motion that this ordinance be taken up on second and third reading and the public hearing be open.
Make a motion.
Second. Any comments or questions from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. The public hearing is now open on letter B only. Seeing no comment from the public, can I get a motion that the public hearing be closed, the ordinance be adopted and submitted to the mayor for approval as required by law?
Make a motion.
Second. Any comments or questions from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Letter C is also an amendment to Chapter 7, again, our traffic ordinances, with regards to prohibitions of turns on Rollway Avenue in the Avenel section. Can I get a motion that this particular ordinance be taken up at second and third reading and the public hearing be open?
Make a motion.
Second. Any comments or questions from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. The public hearing is now open on letter C. Any comments on letter C? Seeing no comments, I ask for a motion that the public hearing be closed, the ordinance be adopted and submitted to the mayor for approval as required by law.
Make a motion.
Second. Any comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Letter D is an ordinance adopting the White Rose redevelopment plan. Can I get a motion that this ordinance be taken up on second and third reading and the public hearing be open?
Make a motion.
Second. Any comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Letter D is now open to the public. D only. Seeing no comment from the public, can I get a motion that the public hearing be closed, the ordinance be adopted and submitted to the mayor for approval as required by law?
Make a motion.
Second. Any comments or questions from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Letters E, F, and G are first reading ordinances tonight. If I can take them as consent by getting a motion to pass them on first reading, publish them in the Home News Tribune on June 17, 2016, with notice of public hearing to be held on June 28, 2016 at 7 p.m.
Make a motion.
Second. Any comments or questions from council? All in favor, aye.
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 Opposed? Ayes have it. resolutions. You have a list in front of you, numbered 1 through 34. Can I get a motion to approve 1 through 34 as consent?
Make a motion?
Second. Any questions or comments from council?
Councilman?
I would just like to thank the council for passing the first resolution this evening for Congress to have the power to prohibit the physical desecration of the American flag. It's only fitting that today on Flag Day, we acknowledge that no one should be allowed to take the flag that represents the United States of America and disgrace it. Thank you, Mr. Duffy, for suggesting we make this resolution.
Councilman Ficarra?
Yes, Council President, I'll go with number 2, the council passing a resolution that wholeheartedly supports Assembly Bill 893 and Senate Bill 1734, which extends the New Jersey Smoke-Free Act to not only indoor facilities but public places outside, as it state parks and beaches. I think Woodbridge Township was a little bit ahead of the curve. We passed a law similar to this a while back, but with your acceptance and your approval, we'll send copies to the governor, the Senate President, the Assembly Speaker, and the legislators that sponsored the bill. So we appreciate your support. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other comments from council? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
We'll now go into the public portion of the meeting. If you have any comments, please go to the microphone, state your name, where you live, and you have 5 minutes.
Good evening, Council President Gerard Trabaka, Hope Line, stuff like that.
Excuse me, Mr. Chewbacca, do you have your iPad on?
Yeah,
I believe that's a violation.
that's
Perhaps.
a violation. Why is that?
Are we allowed to tape the meetings, Mr. Landolfi?
I'm in the left-hand corner.
Taping is permitted. We do have a designated area. Perhaps I could confer with Mr. Mitch here for a second. John, would you consider that to be within the designated area?
Okay, thank you.
Oh, so I could bring selfies too, and we could Skype?
Continue, Mr. Chewbacca.
Okay.
And what's his time? He's on
On
the
number
clock.
21, we have resolution approving the emergency purchase of a compressor for the AirTech service for Woodbridge Main Library. Didn't we just buy something for the main library and stuff like that through a pilot?
The resolution is for emergency services because their air conditioner, their AC system broke down, so
Oh,
they
it did?
needed to do it, repair on an emergency basis.
All right, yeah, let's see. Is that $9,200? Is that
For the
firm, or
compressor.
is there a up in there or something? They're gonna escalate the cost on that?
Well, I'm not quite sure what you mean by that.
I mean, there's hidden pitfalls and stuff like that once they get into the compressor.
To the best of my knowledge, we've been invoiced,
I-
and it's $9,200. It's a
Yeah.
compressor, that's,
All right, okay, that's pretty good. I think I emailed you about the PA system. There's a PA system over by Parker Press over there and stuff like that. And the Civil War reenactors, they do a bang-up job, literally. And they were struggling last year. So I went to the meeting last time, and I just suggested to them if you could make available the PA system to them and, do some patch cords and stuff like that. And that would be good for them, be good for the public, too.
I sent it over to our Recreation Department, Director Simaluka and Assistant Director Brian Monar, and they responded to me that they will speak to the person, their contact
Yeah, I think
person
the guy's name
for
is
the
Jeff or
committee.
whatever, like
And
that, yeah.
for the most part, they always meet before the event. They've done that already, and there's always a wish list of things that they need. So they're willing to, right, Mr. Director Simaluka?
Yeah, good, okay. Yeah, like that. Let's talk about Pathmark over on New Brunswick Avenue in Hope Lawn. It's getting kind of shabby, there's like weeds and stuff growing over there. And I don't know who patrols it or what, but there was a tire fire in the back by the loading docks and stuff like that. So you might want to contact the building management and stuff like that for them to take a look at that, for that Pathmark. And, what other supermarkets have been closed up in the township, for them to take care of it. Okay, the 1-9 merge over by Route 9 over here, you know where that is, northbound? Okay, there was a horrible traffic accident there last Tuesday or Wednesday. A tanker broadsided a van, and they do have signs there for merge, but the signs are right by the merge, and they're being obscured by the trees and stuff like that. So, do you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about, Mr. Director Hubner.
And, you know, if you have somebody with traffic, contact the state DOT and have them, you know, take care of it.
Okay, well-
And, you know, we'll do something with that.
Okay, we'll look into that.
Okay. Yeah, in view of the, you know, what's happened in the last few days and stuff like that, I just hope you guys are prepared and that the officers have enough ammunition and guns and that they're readily available for them to thwart anything that does come up. And, you know, I'm scared, people are scared, nobody wants to talk about it, but I know you guys have been training and stuff like that, and, you know, I heard that even friendly fire might have taken some of the poor victims down. So that's that on there. And with the police officer, I know you don't want to talk about it. Anything come up, I mean, you know, the rummy cop, the cover-up, and, you know.
We already told you that we're, you know.
All right, you don't want to talk about it, you don't want to talk about it. And,
You know, Director Hubner is
nothing
willing
to report.
to make a
Council President, every meeting, we go through the same thing here. There's a process, it's taking place, and people are innocent until proven guilty.
Correct.
So I think that's enough said.
There's enough, that's enough. That's going to have to be enough for you, Mr. Trevone.
What's the mayor's, you know, conveying to him from me that there, you know,
I think
there's
that's,
concern.
I think that's it
We're
for
done.
this-
We're done.
that
Done?
subject.
Yep.
All right, well, that's, I got anything left? Let's see. How many, can I credit my account for the minutes or no? Take care.
Okay. Anybody else wish to make any comments? Sir? Yes. Yeah, you could just go to the microphone and say your name and where you live, and you have a maximum of 5 minutes.
My name is Father John from Port Reading.
Hi, Father John.
Okay. I've been going to a bunch of stores. Everybody knows you got handicapped spots there that's being abused. I'm not a Purple Heart veteran, but I see a lot of Purple Heart veterans with on their license plate, got to park all the ways down the street, can't even get a spot. I went to Wegmans, I went to ShopRite, but I went and talked to Senator Vitale. It has to go through the township. That all stores have to have so many parking spaces dedicated to Purple Heart veterans.
Okay.
And I'd like to see that go in.
Okay.
And my second one, to you, I guess to Mr. Mitch. Mr. Mitch, you know, what's the protocol with things going out in the hall, like the domestic violence and stuff like that?
Are you talking about on the wall, or
Showcases.
you're talking about?
About in the
showcase?
hallway, in the hallway.
There's display cases.
The display
The
cases?
display, inside the display case?
No.
On the wall?
Anything that somebody wants out there for display.
I would just suggest they submit a letter in writing asking for permission to display.
Okay, we did that.
Okay.
The only time we did it, we got a letter from you stating, as a follow-up to our conversation, it is my understanding that a decision had already been made to not place a chair in the town hall as many groups and organizations asked for similar requests, and they too have been denied. Yet you have considered the VFW or American Legion halls. We don't want to consider that. The Rolling Thunder is donating chairs and the POW MII flag to go buy the chairs. They're putting it in every town hall. We want one in our town hall. Conrad's going to do theirs. Birthday Emble's going to do theirs. It's a chair. We put it in there, and we have the flag. That's dedicated for the guys that never made it back. It's a remembrance to them. It's a dedication to them. It's not an organization. If it wasn't for us, they wouldn't have the right to put anything there. I think that our guys, we can't find them. The POWs, missing in action, I think they should have a dedicated chair so people can remember about their service.
What kind of chair is it?
Okay, they're going to put a wooden chair like they have. It's going to go up, and then the back of it, Rolling Thunder functions all this. They pay for everything. And they put the POW and MRA flag.
Revisit it. Do you want to revisit it?
And I just think that we got spit on, we got everything when we came back. I was just looking to people to remember us.
Okay.
'Cause, I think what we did, even though that people didn't like it, I think we should dedicate something to
Okay.
them.
With all due consideration, we will take it under advisement, and we will get back to you if you want to leave me your name
Yeah, I'll
and
leave it at
number.
that.
I'll take it.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Any other comments from the public?
Dick Duffy from Menlo Park Terrace. I would like to extend my gratitude to this council for the support of that resolution regarding the desecration of the flag. It has special meaning today because of the it being Flag Day, June 14th. It just speaks to the character of this council, and I'm very, very pleased that I am a member of Woodbridge, and you people represent me and mine. I thank you very much.
Oh, I ate full. That was full.
19 Ed.
I guess I'm done speaking.
Can you send an 11 out to the township meeting?
He doesn't hit your face there.
I'm not sure. Somebody fell. We have an ambulance coming to check you out. You might want to sit down.
Yes, I am.
Well, assault charge, aggravated assault. Well, aggravated assault charge, yeah. Right.
Sure. Are there any other comments from the public? Can I get a motion that the public portion of this hearing be closed?
Yes.
Make a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Madam President.
Should I take recess? I'm going to continue on, and before I get to the agenda items, which I'll start with, I just have a few announcements to make. I wanted to wish everyone a happy Father's Day. I forgot to say that on Mother's Day, so I apologize to all the moms. I'm going to make sure that I get that out first. I felt it was very important tonight to say a few words to the people that make up our town. We have so many people in Woodbridge that are filled with such a generous and profound spirit of community. I have had the privilege of interacting with the vast amount of volunteers, businesses, organizations, schools, sport teams, and houses of worship who have displayed such an enormous amount of caring and outreach for those in need, all in an effort to help those that need us. I wanted to express my gratitude and thank my councilmates and our township administration for supporting these groups when asked. All of the families, students, and dedicated people who come out and give unselfishly because they want to help each other continues to keep us a caring and strong community. Thank you all very much. And I'll do my announcements now. The Woodbridge Elks, Post 2116, has donated their hall on 3 occasions in the past month for community fundraisers. They not only donated the hall, the Elks also volunteered at the events and made sure that each of these 3 events would be successful. A special thank you for giving so much for the community every time we have asked for it. The newly formed motorcycle committee will be having bike nights every 3rd Wednesday in June, July, and August. Each bike night will be $10, and the recipient will be for a community charity and or a family in need. June is for Gabby, a 5-year-old with leukemia, and July is for the RISE program. Please come and support these events. Seawarren Power Plant. PSE&G announced the Seawarren 7 power plant groundbreaking and dedication of PSE&G's Seawarren switching station. The new Seawarren 7 power plant will replace the nearly 70-year-old, less efficient generating units with cleaner, more efficient technology. Seawarren 7 represents an investment of more than $600 million and is targeted to be operational in time for summer of 2018. The plant will bring new tax revenue to the regions and clean capacity to New Jersey and the region, supporting electric system reliability. The project will be built primarily by union labor and is expected to generate about 350 jobs during the 2-year construction phase. Since Superstorm Sandy in 2011, PSE&G has invested about $125 million to harden and upgrade its Seawarn switching station, adjacent to the new Seawarn 7 generating station. Improvements include raising electric distribution equipment above new FEMA flood guidelines for greater resiliency during severe weather as part of the utility's Energy Strong program. PSE&G also installed new elevated transmission facilities that are needed to maintain electric system reliability. Fellowship Bible Church announces Vacation Bible School July 11th through July 15th for ages 4 to 12. They asked me to do a PSA for them. You can call 732-636-7727 to register. The American Legion called today. They are located on Berry Street in Woodbridge. They're having a picnic in the Grove put on by their auxiliary. It's a fundraiser. It's $20 per person, $15 per person in advance. Please show your support of this event. Contact Daniel Dunn for details, 908-930-2314. The annual Fluke Tournament is coming this Saturday, June 18th. This is also a fundraiser for a resident in our community that is in need. Our police officers do this every year, and it is the most spectacular display of community support, and one that I am extremely proud of what they do for the recipients in our community. Kyle Anderson has asked me to announce this Saturday at 11 o'clock on North Park Drive in Woodbridge, there will be a Walk for Ben fundraiser. Registration begins at 9 a.m., $10 for adults and $5 for kids 13 and up. Food, fun, music for a good cause. Okay, now on to my agenda items. 2, Relay for Life. The Relay for Life Committee reports that the June 4th event at Woodbridge High School was a success. Thank you to Woodbridge High School administration, Beth Amory and her student volunteers, Chick-fil-A, Miller's Ale House, and all of our sponsors for their respective donations. Number 4, Downtown Merchants Association. The Downtown Car Cruise begins this Wednesday from 6 to 9 p.m., July 20th, as well as August 17th. They are located on Main Street in Woodbridge. Come on down and check it out. It's a very, very fun and festive event. They give out trophies. Their cars are judged. There's special events and fun for the whole family, and they're asking to please bring a canned food item or a pet food for the food pantries. Number 12, Parker Press Concerts. The first Wednesday concert begins on June 29th at Parker Press, and the first Thursday concert begins June 23rd at Tansman Park, across from the Woodbridge train station. Thank you to all of our bands, Bill Brandenburg, business sponsors, and our recreation department for working together so that our town can listen to music in our parks all summer long. Thank you. 14, the Arts. Woodbridge Artisan Guild, the membership is available for $25. Please stop in to see Samantha at 101 Main Street, Woodbridge, to sign up. The gallery hours are Tuesday through Saturday from 12 to 5. Visit their website, and there's an art exhibit they're taking submissions on. It's called After 6, and that exhibit will begin on July 29th, 6 o'clock. There will be a jazz and arts festival on Saturday, June 18th from 1 to 5 at Parker Press. There'll be jazz music and food trucks. You can call 732-596-4047, our recreation department, for details. And I wanted to thank Dylan Music for sponsoring this festival. 17, our Buy Local program. There is a meeting scheduled for June 23rd at 5 p.m. in the Mayor's Conference Room. Please contact myself or Councilwoman Debbie Meehan if you're interested in joining. And the Chamber of Commerce wanted to thank all of their sponsors, golfers, and volunteers for a successful golf outing that last Monday. And then they have 3 upcoming events, June 21st, June 22nd, and June 29th. You could check their website for details or contact the Chamber at 732-636-4040. Councilman DeLina?
Thank you. Item number 2, the County Greenway. I was fortunate to participate in the Wellness Walk with the Mayor and Councilman Vicara I'm sure he'll talk about it. Just want to let them know they did a great job. It was a great turnout, and it was a great day for walking compared to last year when we got poured on.
Yes.
So I encourage everybody to take advantage of the Greenway, which starts in Fords and ends in Metuchen. It's a 3.5-mile walk or run or bicycle one way. Weather's been great, so please take advantage of the Middlesex County Greenway in Fords to Metuchen. Also, number 11, the Fords business community. Once again, attention business owners, come and join the Fords business community serving Fords, Hopeline, and Caseby. If you own a business or live in our area and own a business elsewhere in Woodbridge, the FBC invites you to join us. Together, they will promote the Buy Local program. The FBC is looking for new members who wish to bring more business and families to downtown Fords and its surrounding areas. The FBC will host several community events in our area in order to unite the business owners with the community residents. For more information on how to get involved, you can call 732-738-6022. That's 732-738-6022. And Jane McLaughlin spearheads the organization, and they're doing a great job getting out. I know they were at the street fair a few weeks ago. The downtown Main Street set up with a tent promoting the FBC, and actually I'll be attending a meeting tomorrow night with the business owners, because normally they have their meetings in the morning. But they're having a meeting tomorrow night with their members. So I'm happy and look forward to meeting the members of the FBC. And also, I want to commend, yesterday was the Buddy Ball Golf outing at Colonia Country Club. We had over 130-some golfers, close to 140 golfers. And I'd like to recognize Bob Sobieski and his committee for doing a great job as usual. And it was a great turnout and a great day for golf. And that's all I have.
Thank you. Councilman Major?
Thank you, Council President. My agenda is in order. I have one question on item 13, Suckers Brook Bank stabilization. Have we heard anything back from the county yet in terms of where they stand, or what their position is on funding that?
Only to the extent that they're willing to look at some type of, jointly look at some type of measures there to correct that situation, but they haven't gotten back to us yet in terms of what that means in terms of a funding commitment. We'll pursue it again, Councilman.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I have one announcement this evening. This Saturday, coming up, the 18th, between 9 and 11, over at the American Legion on Brown Avenue in Island, there'll be an event that promotes yoga and how the techniques can be used for relaxation and stress management. I'm going to be at the event, and I certainly welcome anyone that wants to come. It's a free event, and you could participate to the extent that you like and see if there's any further interest in it. Thank you. It's also on our township website. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Ficarra?
Thank you, Council President. Number of items. The Woodbridge Community Center, a couple of things going on there. Preschool registration for the upcoming school year is going on. Full and half-day programs are available. There's kindergarten before school, after school care. These are all available, and you can work that through the Woodbridge Community Center. Also, our summer camp registration is going on. Camps at Highland Grove and also at the Woodbridge Community Center. And the outdoor pool registration for Highland Grove, the pool and the spray park and boatside pool are all open now. Our website at the community center is very simple, njwcc.com, New Jersey Woodbridge Community Center.com, with a phone number of 732-596-4196. Moving into senior recreation, I announced at our last meeting the New Jersey Senior Olympics are September 9th, 10th, and 11th. This is our 10th anniversary of being the New Jersey host of the Senior Olympics. It's a qualifying year. That means if you win a silver or a gold in your particular category, you have the opportunity to go down to Birmingham, Alabama in June of next year. As in the past, if you're a Woodbridge resident, there's a $25 discount. That means if you're 50 years or older, you can sign up for 3 events for $5, so that's a good savings. There are booklets for the Senior Olympics, or you can go to the website or go to our website and link right into the New Jersey Senior Olympics. Holding items 2, 3, and 4. Moving to item 5, the Mayor's Wellness Initiative. As Councilman Delina said, the walk went very well. It was a lot of fun. The annual Pizza Run Walk is Wednesday, July the 6th. And registration begins at 5:30. The race steps off at 7. The walk steps off at 7. There's also online registration, which is available through our website. And also you can go to raceform.com/WBG Summer. So that would stand for Woodbridge Summer. And our fireworks are Sunday, July the 3rd. The park opens up at 4 p.m. We're honoring Vietnam veterans. We've been honoring veterans each year, and this year it's Vietnam vets. And if you have any and you're from town, please reach out. Director Simaluka would be reaching out to your office. Correct. Okay, reaching out to Director Simaluka at the Community Center. That's all I have, Council President. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Council President. I just have one announcement tonight. Colonia Family Day will be held on July 30th at the Little Fellows Baseball Field. The cost is $15 per player, which includes a barbecue. The teams fill up pretty quick, so register your team early to ensure your spot. You can call 732-382-0273. All the proceeds from this event will go to a dedicated volunteer on the board of Little Fellows who's battling cancer. And I'd also just like to wish all our graduating seniors next week all the best, and be safe and do great things with your life. And that's all I have.
Thank you, Council President. I have a couple of things on my agenda. Item number 6, our police community relations. Tomorrow, Wednesday, June 15th, Detective Slotsberg and Detective Sino will be participating in School 21 Walking Wednesday, where Mrs. Hahn, the principal, has students that walk from the library on Inman Avenue to School 21. On Thursday, June 16th, they are going to be at the Reinhardt Building giving a presentation to the seniors there on scams. And next Tuesday, on June 21st, they will be giving the scam presentations for the seniors at the Finn and Adam Towers here in Woodbridge. Item number 9, I just want to announce that Hispanic Heritage Month is coming, and we will be celebrating it in town September 25th, which is on a Sunday, from 1 to 6. If anybody wants to be involved, anybody has any ideas, just please reach out to me. And item number 10, Barron Arts Center, which is July 9th, is their flea market, is their outdoor flea market from 8 a.m. to 2:30 p.m., rain or shine. Also, on July 22nd through August 21st, they are going to be having the Liberated Strings of Guitar in Art, an art exhibition. And to tie it to the Jazz Festival in August, they are going to be having a Latin jazz guitarist named David Oquendo, and that will be August 26th at 7:30 p.m. Any questions regarding any of the events at the Barron Arts Center, please call 732-634-0413. And I would also like to congratulate all of our graduates, and especially my baby girl, Brianna. She will be going to high school in September, so congratulations to all of our seniors. Thank you.
Councilman Spiller?
Thank you, Council President. Item number 3, on June 25th from 10 to 12 at Orrose Park, we'll be having Baykeepers Kayaking event where you'll be able to kayak around the 40-plus acre park pond that's located in the park. My daughter did this last year during National Public Wetlands Day, and she still raves about it. You can register on their website at New York, that's abbreviated, NYNJBaykeepers.org, and click on the water events. So check that out. This past Saturday, we had 2 events at the park, trail maintenance, and we had a Rutgers biologist come in and do a reptile and amphibian walk. It seemed like the parents and the kids really enjoyed it. You were there, Council President, so I've been saying it all the time. Take advantage of it. It's 93-plus acres, 40-plus acre pond. I went the other day, stepped off the new 2 new footbridges that we have, and there's a big snapper turtle, so it's a cool time out there.
You missed the snake.
I didn't miss a snake. That's quite okay. The turtle is just fine for me. So check that out. Item number 8, just an update. Bud site has been torn down, and once the last few dumpsters are removed, the property will be all cleaned up. I mentioned several meetings ago that McDonald's is not going to be moving in there, as they have pulled out of the development, and the township and the real estate broker are working together to find the right level of development for that property and neighborhood. Just want to thank you. I want to thank the administration. As Council President stated before the concerts had started, we had our first concert this past Friday. It was really good, a very good turnout. So thank you to the administration for bringing concerts to Peltzman Park. It's a second jazz series every second Friday night of the month through September. There'll be a jazz concert there starting at 7:30. As I mentioned last meeting, you look at Peltzman Park and the upgrades that are there. Now with the addition of the jazz concerts, just home run. I can't tell you how many residents have come up to me thanking me and thanking the administration. So thank you very much.
Councilman Small?
President, my agenda is in order. I'm not
Okay. Mr. Mitch?
Thank you, Madam President. Under number 1, you took action on the change of corporate structure for Turnpike Liquor, so that'll be noted as of today. Everything else is in order. I just want to make a comment on number 7. I'm going to leave this on here up until and through the general election, since we relocated some voting districts, but more importantly, Ward 2 districts 2 and 10 and Ward 1 districts 3 and 12. We sent out 2,122 postcards to people that were affected by the change. I let you know this because a gentleman came to the office and said he was totally unaware of the move. We had signs made, we had signs placed at the old locations, at the new locations. Your sample ballots always tell you where you're going, plus the fact over 2,000 postcards that went out through Mr. Haggerty's office. So I believe we did our due diligence, and really nobody was disenfranchised by that move. I thought it was very smooth.
Thank you very much.
So that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Lindolfi?
Yes, thank you, Council President. I have a few things this evening. First is we're going to ask you to approve a mayoral appointment to the Oak Tree Road sit at the next meeting. In addition to that, we have 3 of our shared service agreements with the Board of Education that we're looking to renew. The Evergreen lease, cable TV agreement, and also one of the primary ones, we have the Tech 2000 and beyond shared service agreement. A couple housekeeping item, cancellation of outstanding checks, refund of tax overpayments, and refund of one sewer overpayment. That's all I have, Council President.
Thank you. Director Hamir?
Thank you, Council President. I have a proposal to establish a fire zone at a location on Cliff Road in Seawarren, and the addition of a handicap parking space on Maxwell Avenue in Fords and one on Florida Grove Road in Caseby. That's it. Thank you.
Director Green?
Thank you, Council President. I have 3 items tonight. The first is our annual Municipal Alliance grant, and the other 2 are agreements, one with the doctor for our health department clinics, and the last is an agreement with the doctor to oversee our AED program. Thank you, Council President.
Director Levesque?
Thank you, Council President. Nothing this evening.
Director Simulka?
Nothing this evening. Council President, thank you.
Director Henry?
Thank you, Council President. I have our normal bond releases. I have 2 resolutions. First one authorizing execution of change order number 2 for Reading Interceptor. That's for Richard Alamo Engineering Company. Second resolution authorizing execution of final change order for Colonial Pump Station upgrades for Quad Construction Company. Thank you.
Thank you. Legal?
Nothing this evening, Council President.
Mr. Mitch?
Madam President, as a reminder, we're going into executive session immediately following this meeting. So with that said, I think that the following resolution adopted, whereas Section 8 of the Public Meetings Act, Chapter 31, Public Meetings Act, permits the exclusion of the public from meetings in certain circumstances. We therefore resolve that we will recess for about 30 minutes to discuss litigation and a final COA settlement. I get a motion to move that resolution.
Make a motion.
Second. Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye. Aye. Opposed, ayes have it. If I could have the public at this time leave the room for approximately a half hour. We'll reconvene, Madam President, if we could. It is 8:07 p.m. There are a number of other items we need to take action on tonight. They include 8 resolutions which have been itemized in front of you. from a memo with regards to the co-litigation. Those 8 resolutions, if I can get a motion to accept them, 35 through 42. Motion?
Second.
Comments from council? All in favor, aye. Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it. You also have 4 ordinances would be added onto your list for this evening. They'll be labeled as H, I, J, and K. And if I can get a motion to pass them on first reading, publish them in the Home Tribune on Friday, June 17th, with public hearing to be scheduled June 28th at 7 p.m. Motion? Second. Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye. Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it. I get a motion to adjourn.
Motion?
Second.
Meeting adjourned.